Is the audio working? Yeah. What's up? How many people are in? One. I'm gonna wait for people to get in. Okay, my story's up. People start seeing it. I know it's okay. It's 8 now. Is this all? Okay, you can see the synth this time. Is there sound? Anyone that's in the stream right now? I'm just waiting for people to get in right now, but let me know if you can hear. Is it still massive? On the screen? Yeah, that's massive. What do you mean? Okay, cool. You can see it and you can hear it, right? Like, you can hear that. You can hear a saw wave. Because I'm streaming my desktop, I don't know. Okay, cool. I've changed the whole setup now, so that's gonna work. Okay. I could just start do something. I don't have like a plan for this, so I'm gonna improvise. Yeah, I didn't like think about like I want to do this or that. I was like I'm gonna get my synths working and then I'll sound design and people can see it. The view count is not updated properly. Okay. If there is something someone wants to see specifically, ask me and I will do it. This is like a fully freestyle stream. I'm not gonna do anything planned like last time. I'm just gonna do stuff. Let me know. I should put something entertaining on the screen while we wait for people to show up. I'll put loads of plugins on the screen. Like Subway Surfers. Does anyone want to see a specific thing first? Like some kind of, I don't know, a tutorial of how to make something. I won't do any of the super important, useful ones yet because no one's gonna see it yet, but I'll do something. I mean, when the vlog goes up, there'll be stuff at the start. I'm gonna start by, okay, I need to make, like, I wanna make some drums first. And I don't really think people care that much about seeing how to make drums. And I'm also not an expert at making them, so, like, you're gonna see my attempts. I have made some. I did that splice kit, so yeah, I have made drums before, but like I learned how to make drums just for that, so I'm not like a pro. I like low-key don't really know what I'm doing. I know, like, I lucky forgot half of it actually. Let me hold on. I want like a hat. Do they not have like? I have that. That's nice. Do they not have like? Yeah, these. Hello. Yeah, if there's something like specific someone wants to see, let me know. I'll just do this until then. Not really for Master Chain. I like, I put whatever sounds cool on it and then just play around with it. I don't really, like, think about it very much, to be honest. I just kind of do stuff. I like, wait, let me put the stream link out more while we're doing this. Okay. What's my stream looking like? This is like the stupidest kick ever right now. Working on these. There's a kick I made yesterday. Okay, I could work with this actually. When I'm like making some sounds, I'll like resample ones I've already made. I feel like this could be cool, like super clipped. Whoa. Okay, not like that though. That's since like 2020. That's cool. Okay, like. Let me repitch this. I like how this kind of sounds like it's got some like sidechain on it. I guess it kind of does. That's like the envelope that I did for it. Oh, like that being like that. I'm gonna render that. Another one. What is cool? Disperser. I guess 2021. Okay. Let me actually like do something. I can show, for starters, I feel like everyone probably wants to know how to make it grow. We can start with that. I would do this in Ableton, but I'm streaming FL, so I'm just gonna do this in FL. I have to make my serum huge because if I put it like normal, it's like tiny. Okay. Here's how to make a grow, kind of, or like one of the ways that I know. 2 sine waves, one of them low. From the first one to the second one, phase 0, phase 0. Second one though, make it like draw like some random shapes. Bandpass 24 on a macro. And then it's like the basics of it. You want to have like the tonality of it. 3 compressors on multiband. And then I can just start drawing until it sounds. What did I do? How do I? Oh. How did I do that? Does it always look like that? What, that sounds terrible. Hold on. It's like start with like that and then just like super compress it. Boost it like a lot. I'm using like old homicide. But they dropped a new one. But I have that too, but I don't really use it very often. What the hell? No more of these. And then just start doing like whatever to it. Why is this so muddy? Oh my god, what happened? Serum like captured sausage pattern in its UI. How do I fix this? Okay, there we go. Honestly, like, this OTT doesn't need to be doing all of that. Yeah, it's like really muddy. I'm doing like what if I was like such a super huge purist, I'd do this in FM8, but I'm using Serum 2 because I like Serum 2. But like, yeah, you would have done this in FM8 if you were like in 2011, but like who cares about that? I don't use this for like this kind of stuff, but yeah, I just don't know how to use it and it confuses me. Every time I'm in Citrus, I just like click things aimlessly. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should like try and make myself do something in Citrus. It's kinda cool. Nothing I ever do is like super complex. I try and avoid doing super complex things because I'm not like a super like technical person with this stuff. I'm very not technical with this stuff actually. If you ask me a super technical question, I won't understand it, or I will like partially understand it, but like I just like do it off of vibes for the most part. Not like it's like not really like a single super technical thing going on in the production of CDJ Snipers or Pornhammer. Especially Pornhammer, the actual like growls in that song and like the massive presets in that song, either they suck or they're like saw waves. Like basic saw waves. There's like nothing crazy going on in either of those songs. Really. Or at least like no individual element in the song is that crazy. I don't like that super. Yeah, it's better. This is like a really good thing, by the way, for sound designing. At least to me, this like the Pro Q, like when you hold on something and then you can like Okay, I kind of hate working with it because they just stop. Like, I just want to have access to this thing all the time. I don't want to have to like play a game trying to catch the purple bits. But oh, give me a yellow bit. Okay, I use this a lot to clean sounds up. Okay, now it's just missing all of the high end, so I drag all of them. I want to get a bit of that whatever it is out because it's like distorting too much now. Yeah, it's really simple actually. Massive to me is so much more easy than Serum, but also I like Massive because Serum feels like you have to do everything in Serum with like a lot of intention most of the time. In Massive you can just turn knobs and get sounds. I'm gonna go onto Massive after this. I'm just like starting off with just making a grow of my brain off. And then we'll go somewhere from there. It's like, yeah, it's this. I want to get rid of this. I don't like how this is doing absolutely nothing. I do want to like tame this a bit. Okay, let me just go through some of these modes. I like that. And like, nothing I've used so far is anything that crazy. I'm just stacking distortions on each other. I like this plugin. It's tiny on my new monitor though. I want to stack more OTTs because I want to get the artifact too. Yeah, all of that sounds. Can add like a phaser here before anything. Put it on this, see what that sounds like. Bit much. Okay. Scream VST? Yeah, I have. Yeah, Cure Audio is awesome. Yeah, I love all the stuff they do. They're cool. I like the idea of it. I will probably get it. Um, hmm. Put this on it. This is like, I still think that this sounds different from the Dimension Expander Massive, but you can get it pretty close. Okay, the Saturn's like adding. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love Cure Audio. Rickster Astrid from Cure actually helped me quite a bit with CDJ Snipers when I was working on it. Like, gave me some good advice on it. Mostly just like mixing related things because I don't know how to mix. There's like some dumb growl tutorial to start with. Okay, when I say I don't know how to mix, I'm capable of making a well-mixed song. I don't know any of the technicalities behind it. I don't know what LUFs are. I don't know what, like, I don't know what any of that stuff is. I just like play with stuff till it sounds nice. I know how to make it sound nice with my ears though. kind of awesome being like that though, because I don't have to think about it very hard. I like learning about the super technical aspects of things sometimes for fun, like when I find it fun, but the second I stop having fun learning it, I just stop caring. Sometimes I'll be like bored on like YouTube and I'll watch some like super in-depth video about EQs or something. But like I'm not really watching it to learn. I like lose half the information as soon as I watch it. I just like sometimes I just do that when I'm bored. Other than that, I don't really care about the super technical aspects of mixing very much. What else can I do? One time I did this, I just like added like a super annoying overtone. Yeah, for real. Add the most like annoying overtone you can to your sound and it will sound awesome. Sometimes. Or if I make it +7. I'm gonna save this FLP. This is my splice FLP for now. Serum, switch, serum. What am I talking about? My serum FLP. I'm gonna render this. You can render stuff like that in Serum, by the way. What? Why does it do? Oh, it didn't render the macro. Yeah, duh. Just put an Edison on the master and record with that. I feel like they keep moving Edison. Half of the sounds I like export when I'm working on songs are in F sharp because I make a lot of songs in F sharp minor. Yeah. That's cool. Wait, I want to put this in the pitch. That sounds stupid. Oh, that's like so much louder, so it like compresses itself. Can we put some different noises in? Whoa. Cool, got some stuff. Resample some of it. That's a cool little bit. Back to the start. That's cool. Put like a bit less on. And then I can just like do that. Bit more. Put some in the mixer as well. Yay, thank you. This is like almost like a cool stab. Wait, I'm gonna render that as well. I like a rave stab generator. I should make some like cool rave stabs. That would be fun. I've not made those in like a while. I want to do something with this, just like this, like any part of this. Stretch Pro Form Shift is like a really cool way to make cool sounds. If someone has like a question about anything I'm doing, just like say it and I'll try and answer it. I always use this like lead vocals preset on this compressor because I got it like 10 years ago and I thought that sounded nice and I just kept doing it. Just render that. Okay, that's cool. What else can I do? Oh, there's actually people in here now, so I'm gonna do massive stuff because I'm assuming people probably want to see massive stuff. Because I have so much massive in those two songs that I released. I could also show a snippet or like some of the next song I'm dropping. Maybe I should do that as well because it's like 60, maybe like 80% done. It needs a bit of arranging and we gotta finish recording all the vocals. Besides that, it's done. At the moment, I'm pretty much just waiting on vocals and then I'm gonna arrange it. And then I'll drop it. So, yeah. Okay. Thing with Massive is that I, like, if I went on Massive and I, like, tried to make a specific thing, I would fail. But if I go on Massive and I press buttons, then it sounds cool. I'm gonna put it to -24. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna explain every single thing I'm doing because I feel like I'm gonna make something stupid if my half of my brain is like trying to do that. But if there is something that I do and someone wants it explained instead, just do that. And that seems to like zero me. I like this wavetable. I like the needle one. Is there any way to make this plugin bigger? I just got a new monitor and it's like way bigger. And now massive is tiny. Oh, wait. That's too big. Okay. I can go with that. I'm gonna go into 3 envelope and start. Gonna make one of the like Ponehammer sounds, kind of. I actually did save those. That's one of the things that survived from the Ponehammer FLP. I like that. It was one of the ones built into Serum. It was Atmos 11. Uh, I had the pitch up as well. I have the pitch at 6970, I think. I was just like pressing random stuff, so. I'm always like iffy on the boundary jack filter because it sounds awesome, but I'm not very good at making it sound awesome. I'm very bad at making it sound how I want it to. And I just give up. Okay, there we go. This doesn't need to be that distorted. I'm gonna add a 7. I like hard sync. But if I'm using that, I'm gonna put that here. I'm gonna do a little bit of this dimension expander there, but put this on the envelope. EQ, I like doing this. See, that's almost good, but it sounds so like, I don't know, it sounds over, like, clean. Did someone say something? I'm so confused. Oh no, someone followed. I see. It makes the same, or like similar sound effect. Okay, wait, that's cool. I'm gonna start with that. Yay. I'm just gonna make that, and then Edison. They all, when I make like a sound, it gets resampled to audio so fast a lot of the time. I don't spend much time like in the synth. I'm saying that like it's like a set rule though, sometimes I do. But I also just like doing this. I lucky don't like this so much. I'm gonna go back and make another one, but I gotta start with something. Vocals did you use? Partially Lia's vocals that were like used for the actual like singing on the song, but some of the vocal chops were a Paramore song. They were Monster by Paramore, I think. For like the vocal chop parts. It was a mix of that and then chops of the actual lyrics of the song. Like mixed together. Can I not have this like whatever? Yeah, this sound is really kind of boring actually. Let me make another one. I gotta stop making songs in F sharp minor because that's such a high note for some of these basses. That's cool. If I can like that. Okay, we're on to something. I don't actually know. I haven't really thought about it. Probably both. Probably both or neither. I'm gonna say both because that's a better answer. My answer for a lot of these things though is just I don't really like have a set answer because like make music very messily. I don't have a process for anything. Gonna like make this attack in as well because I don't want it just starting. Yeah, it's better. This as well. But if I have this like go up. For the attack. Okay. Don't want a screaming thrower. Or that, what the hell? Okay. Sorry for the volume. Try this, it's cool. Put like a tiny bit of release on it. That's like a fun thing to do. I've seen Massive X, I've just never been bothered to try it, and I like how Massive looks. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm also like a terrible judge of whether or not a plugin's good or bad in the first place, because I'd like just like do whatever with it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Massive is awesome. Let's go. It's like really easy to learn, I think. It's definitely like, it's more just like you just play with stuff. I think you can get cool sounds faster in Massive than in Serum, but also the majority of stuff that you make in Massive, like sounds very clearly like it was made in Massive. Like I feel like with Serum, if you're starting out with Serum, you'll have an easier time if you watch a bunch of tutorials and stuff with it, because like there's so much with Serum that like is built around like that. But with Massive, if you don't even watch a single video or like tutorial or anything with Massive and you just press buttons, you'll probably get a cool noise pretty fast. But yeah, the one downside of them is that they do all sound like majority of sounds you'll make in Massive sound like they were made in Massive, but I don't care about that because the Massive sounds are awesome. But yeah, you do like Diva's really good as well. Okay, I use Diva all the time and I don't understand how to make a single sound in it. Maybe I should do that later. Like I get why Diva's designed the way it is, but it is so overwhelming. But I like presets in Diva, so there's that. That would be cool. How do I get the noise to not go through the insert? Oh wait, yeah, routing. I can't be bothered looking at all this. Hold on. Noise? Can I make this just go through like the master only? I don't care enough. I'll not bother. Whoa. My fault. Diva and FMA is like a crazy like those are both okay, I like know nothing about FMA because my knowledge of FMA is it's for like the original Skrillex growl and like the some pure born sounds. That's like all I know about FMA. but apparently it's really good. And I believe it is. Maybe later, after this, I'll try and make like a dubstep sound and like synth that was not designed to make a dubstep sound in. I love doing that. It's really fun. In my moment kit, where's my splice kit? There is a couple basses in here that um were made in like things that you're not meant to make basses in. This one and this one as well. Neither of these were made in Serum or Massive or anything. The first one, this one, was made in, where is it? It was made in SH-101, like the Korg thing, like analog synth. That's what I made that one in. And this one was made in System 8, which is a Roland one. Yeah, this. I was challenging myself to just make like those in like. So, yes, SH-101 is all good. It is not good for dubstep. I had to process. What plugins do you recommend for not bassy tunes? I don't know, cause like I don't. Let me think. Okay, I need to have better answers for stuff and just I don't know. Uh, okay. On CJ snipers. For example, on most of the non-bass synths, I'll barely process them at all. They just had like an EQ cutting out the low end and like an EQ making the high end less high, or like just fixing the frequencies a bit. And then sometimes, usually OTT as well. But there was really no processing on the non-bass synths in that song besides those three things and like occasional distortion or something. Um, yeah. Same with Ponehammer. Ponehammer has like the chords on Ponehammer, I'm pretty sure don't even have an EQ on them. Like they have absolutely generators. Oh wait, I'm so dumb. Yeah. For some reason I just like read effects plugins. Okay, I used Massive and Serum, and that's kind of. Wait, no, okay, that's not true. I did on CJ Snipers use a mix of Massive, Serum, 2, and what else did I use? I used Silence for the chords, um, which is like the first time I've used Silence like ever really, since I was like 13. I used Nexus, a layer of like Nexus saws. I like layering those with like super saws. Um, oh hi Rhea. Uh, Also Rhea, I like just responded to your Discord message like a month later. I did not see that urgently. Um, yeah, I use JP6K as well a lot for chords. It's just a nice synth. Um, I like okay for like super saws. I like layers of like massive Serum, Silence, JP6K, Nexus, like a mix of any of those together, usually like three of them, is good. I used like little random plucks and stuff from Nexus. I'll use like, there's so much. I kind of just use whatever. I use Gladiator a lot just for the Angry Souls preset. I've never used Harmer, but I know, well, okay, I've like played around in Harmer. What happened to Gladiator? Whatever, I only use this for Angry Saws. I don't need to look at the UI anyway. Um, uh, I use Synology a lot for like if I need okay, yeah, I just use any plugin that you see on the left I use basically. Um, just play around. I know Harmer's like the best synth in the world or whatever. Um, I just have no clue how to even begin with it, but I know it's really good. I've never used Absinthe. Uh, all the synths that I've used are what is like on the left of my screen here, really. Plus like down here, there's a bunch that I also use. But this menu here is really messy. So yeah, I know Harmer's like so good, but I'll learn it someday. What was I doing? I'm gonna record a note in this. Okay, I'm just gonna save that. What's up? What was I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna make a dubstep sound in a synth that you're not supposed to make a dubstep sound in. What if I use Purity? What if I make a dubstep growl awesome in Purity? Where would I start? I want a bass synth. It's actually like, what's gas tank? What cat? Oh, wait, no, gas. What's gas spark? Uh, okay. Glide gas? That one? I don't see one called gas tank. I'm gonna use one of the bases. Mini Rick. Oh, wait. I think I remember Mini Rick. I just know, like, all of the plugin B presets. Okay. I'm gonna make it grow. Why is that already sick? Okay. I just want a saw. Like that. Okay. You can make it grow in any. Let me turn this down a bit. Okay, how do I make it go? Oh, I figured it out. Can I make this a band pass instead of a low pass? Where do I do that? I want to make this a band pass. Oh, wait. Huh? Whatever. It's a high pass. I don't want that, like, why has it got that sub thing when it slides up? Can I have it start? Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. What the hell? Then we're gonna make it not sound like regular show. Just figured something out. Resonance. What? Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, it's getting somewhere. I don't want, like... I want it to be a bandpass. For some reason, you just can't do that in here. So whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna render that. And we're gonna start messing with that. Oh my god, the waveform. Okay. Let me go back into the purity actually and do a pitch envelope. And where do I change the... Okay, I like never bend range, that's what I want. Okay, I want to layer that with sub. Doing the same thing. Here's a sub tutorial. Why is it not making any... Oh, yeah. Sub tutorial, I have a sine wave and do this with it, and then yeah. Copy the state of the top one, then I do the paste that onto the bottom one for like sub pitch envelope if you're doing this kind of thing. But I want 12 bend range. There we go. Okay, now I can actually like... I guess I can now change these a bit. If I had a band pass, I wouldn't use a saw, but seems like that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I should use that. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna make this interesting. Almost there. Wait, stretch kind of like messes with the transients in like a nice way. Makes it less transient-y. I want like a way to just like smear the transients. It doesn't just sound like a saw wave. I guess the stacking like OTTs is a way to do that. gonna like put it down for cast too much. Also want to fix the stereo. I hate this knob inside the pound one because I always click by accident. Turn on purpose this time. This is a cool. Where is it? This is a cool phaser that I'd like to use. Okay. That's like not that great, but I'm cool with that. Purity sound, I guess. Does anyone want to see a sound that I can design? Say if there's anything you want to see. Let me know. Because I like have no idea what specifically to show, so like if anyone has requests, you can narrow it down for me. Yeah, sure, I could try one of those, like, yeah, let me refresh my memory on what those songs sound like. Wait, I probably can't play them on here, not trying to get copyright strike. But yeah, I can do like a voltage kind of one. I had like a voltage kind of sound. Hold on. I don't think I have the file though. Yeah, let me try that. I'm gonna refresh my memory on what voltage sounds like as Twitch decides to... Wait, no, but yeah, but I want to keep the VOD up. Okay, 130-ish. Okay, I'm gonna play 130 of that song so split up so I don't get copyright striked. Like that one? I can do that. I'm just gonna do that because that's what came up. That's very easy. That's a kicker lead. It's like low sign, high sign that's like +7. Make them both signs. Maybe this one's got like 2 high ones? That's the basics of it. That's like it. Kind of done. Obviously you'd want to do a bunch of stuff to make it not that. Let me play with it a bit. okay, not that. I put like a bit of this envelope on it, and then just like spam these. I'd put my own sub on it, but Omside just like hurts to use sometimes. It's so loud. Not a single song where you used to be doing all that. You can make a lot of those different types of sounds, but yeah, they're very simple. It's just a high sign being distorted by a low sign. Trying to make it like more interesting. The FM kit makes it cool. Could add a... If anyone else has a sound request, let me know. But yeah, I did realize that it's a bit more difficult because I can't refresh myself very easily by listening to the song on Spotify. Yeah, just play around with like the low signs and the high signs distorting each other, and you'll get a bunch of cool sounds like that. So many massive sounds were just something like that, basically. The main one, I have them all saved as presets. There isn't really a main one. Oh, from Lift Me Up, yeah. I have made one very similar to that. I'll show you. Yeah, there's not really a main one in Ponehammer. There's just like 4 going off of each other. Okay, surely I can play my own song. I want to like refresh my memory on Ponehammer. I feel like there's no issue with me playing that song, but also they're not gonna know it's my song, but whatever. Okay, yeah, this one is this one. Is that in actual Ponehammer it has OTT on it. So it's the Crush wavetable at -24 with the scream filter on it. And envelope 3 is modulating the cutoff like this, so it's just the attack and then it sustains all the way up. And it's modulating the cutoff, and then it has Teletube on it. That's all that's happening. There's literally one modulation. The second one, almost the same thing. I didn't change the filter at all. They're all like, okay, all of the basses in Ponehammer, there's 4 of them. They're all just variations on the first one. So the second one I changed it to the speech wavetable, and okay. There's a step thing doing absolutely nothing on the wavetable position. I don't know why that's there, but all I did was change the wavetable. And then the third one is that, like, the really resonant one. It's the Crush wavetable again. Again, it's got the step thing on it doing nothing. Maybe it is doing something at some part in the song, I don't really know. Uh, and the resonance is cranked up way more. Cut-off's going higher. This is the most different one. I think this is like a brand new preset. The lead synth's playing the melody over it. Yeah, that's just a square wave. This is the last bass, which is I use this one a lot still because it's cool. It's just a square saw +7 square. They're all going through the chip distortion at like max and then bandpass. Being modulated by envelope 3, this shape, it's like a puck shape, and then yeah, the chip distortion. Without and then sample and hold as well. That's the wrong sound. That's the whole sound. I think that's every sound in Pwn Hammer. Well, okay. Then there's the... This is going under the chords. Then... This is playing the chords. I don't remember what the chord is, but... I think the root note's D, though. And then... Is there any other Pwn Hammer sounds in here? That's it. But... this is in Pwn Hammer, I think. No, it's not. I made that after. Yeah, that's all the sounds that are in Pwn Hammer. And go through a bunch of these massive sounds. That one sucks. That was awesome. All of the sounds in Pwn Hammer though are like, yeah, they're all just like either basic square waves, basic saw waves. Well, I have like 2 songs to break down, and I broke them both down on stream. Okay, I broke CDJ Snipers down, and that one's up on, like, someone re-uploaded it to YouTube now, the VOD. I can't really break down Pwn Hammer. I did an attempt to break it down on a stream in like August, but the issue is that the FLP is like basically lost. I have the FLP, but it doesn't like load anymore because I reset my computer and I had to get my plugins back, and it's missing like everything and all the samples and stuff. It's probably recoverable, but it's like so much work. So maybe I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, I have like an entire breakdown of CJ Snipers on YouTube. You can go watch. I don't remember who uploaded it, but if you just search hallow CJ Snipers, it's like one of the first results. Under that AI re-upload of the song was some AI like thumbnail thing. Under that one, you'll find it. Whoever did that. Yeah. Let me see what else I can do. If I'm like in the middle of doing something and you have a request for me to do something else, just let me know. I hope so. I mean, the song came out like 3 months ago, 2 months ago now. Coming up on 3 months ago. So yeah, if it randomly blows up, then awesome. It's done pretty well, to be fair. I'm more proud of that song than Pwn Hammer, to be honest, because I made Pwn Hammer in 7 hours and I made CJ Snipers in like 50. Um, but I think Pwnhammer is like more like hit worthy. It's like catchier. CJ Snipers is so like technical and like awesome. I like definitely like CJ Snipers more, but yeah, I think Pwnhammer makes sense to be the bigger song. Cause I just like I went into some like crazy producing state and just like made all of Pwnhammer in like 7 hours. I don't remember any of it really. I was in some like unheard of locked in mind state on FL Studio for 7 hours, and then I came out with Pwnhammer. Okay, I could show a bit of the next song, because I low-key don't know what else. Do you speak presets on massive? Like, oh, the massive, like, this menu for finding presets annoys me, and I know it has another one, but I never look at it. Uh, yeah, I'm glad you like Cedar Snipers. Yeah, I just make my own things in massive. I've, like, never really looked at the presets much. Um, what inspired me to start music? I started music in, like, 2015. And there was a lot of things at once kind of that inspired me to make music. It was basically just being really online at 12 years old in 2015. Um, and I would run into a bunch of music stuff all the time and like decided that I heard a bunch of music that I really liked and I wanted to do that. So then I did it and I downloaded FL Studio because I downloaded FL Studio because it was a YouTube video of someone complaining about kids getting FL Studio all the time or something. And I was like, I'm a kid, I can get FL Studio. So I pirated FL Studio that night when I was 12 and made music. I don't know what inspired me to start taking it seriously though, because for the first like 5 years I was just like messing about. I don't think I ever did like I don't think I like there was a moment where I like started taking it seriously like properly though. I just like I was still like doing it for fun and then it started doing well and I was like, "Oh, awesome." And then I just kept doing it for ages because that was like 5 years ago. It started doing well first. So, um I've just been doing it like as a job since then. I'll show a snippet of the next song in like 15 minutes ish. I will answer questions and stuff until then, and then I'll get the song snippet up. Or I'll mess about in massive. But yeah, if anyone wants to know anything else, let me know. Why is this monitor is like messed up the scale of everything because why is Diva so much smaller than Massive suddenly? Like Massive's supposed to be like this, and like I feel like Diva's supposed to be like way bigger. I'm gonna make Diva bigger. Yeah, this is the scale I feel like they should be. Or does it matter? Oh, the Rezo based preset you were talking about, the massive one. I'm gonna answer both of these. I'll answer that Rezo based one first. Do you mean the this one? That? Or the like in Ponheimer? Or the one that it's like based off of? Oh, my fault. I completely forgot about that. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm probably not gonna find that one again, but I know the one you mean. I don't want to play too much of this. Where is it? Okay, I'm not gonna play any more of the song, but I do know what you mean. Um, So, again, it's very simple. I thought, from what I remember about that song, it's just an acid base, I think. I'm gonna do it in Serum because, like, Virtual Rap probably did it in Serum. Um, what's up? Um, can I set it better, like, when it was actually distorting that? Kind of like, honestly, there's like a virtual righty reso bass. It would be so good if I could actually like listen to the songs to refresh myself without threat of Twitch taking the VOD down, but I'm not trying to risk it because I've replied to like 20 DMs today asking if the VOD will be up, and I've said yes, yes, the VOD will be up, the VOD will be up. So it better be up now. Okay, next one. How did you learn the basics? Because I've been trying to get into music production since you were 15, but I keep getting off after a few days. Uh, man, this was 10 years ago. I was like a child. I'm trying to think. It was very different back then. Okay, I think the thing is, I wasn't really um, cause I was literally like 12. I wasn't really thinking about it at all. I was like going on YouTube for fun and watching production videos because I was just like having a lot of fun doing it, and I was like enjoying playing around with it. So like I was like, hmm, I wasn't learning with the intention of like actually trying to learn, I guess. I was literally just watching videos about production on YouTube for fun because I was bored, and I like started obsessing over it because I was like enjoying it. And I did that enough that I ended up learning how to produce properly. But like I was also literally just like on FL non-stop, not because I was trying to learn, but because I just like wanted to go on FL because it was fun and I was bored and I was 12 and I was like, yeah, FL Studio, I love FL Studio. I want to play FL Studio all day. That's what I was doing. So, yeah, it's a bit difficult. I was on YouTube a lot though, and I was uh yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than like have friends that also make music that you can learn from and watch YouTube videos. But like the scene on YouTube nowadays is pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. It's like okay, it's better and worse. It's worse because there's so many just like there's a lot of like I don't know what to call it, but like very not helpful producer stuff on YouTube now. Like when I started, if you were looking at producer videos, it would all just be these like 240p live stream VODs from like Monster Cat producers or something. And they would literally just be like basically what I'm doing right now, but in like 2015. And nowadays, every producer video you find is like top 10 tricks you need to blow up or something, and it's like it's very different. I think it's less helpful. I feel like going back to like 2014 videos is like a easier way to learn because it's literally like just or to be honest, if you can find like current VODs of people just producing, that's also a good way to learn. Um, okay, next, let me see the next thing. Uh, thank you for the thing about CJ snipers. Like, yeah, I'm glad people like CJ snipers and it reminds them of like old Skrillex and stuff. I'm not exactly trying to just make it sound like old music though. I do want to like The reason I'm doing a bunch of the old sounds in a lot of my music right now is just because I like those sounds. I'm not trying to like capture, I'm not trying to like bring back 2012 or something like that. I just like happen to like using a lot of those sounds in my music. It's not like I'm not trying to do some like nostalgia aesthetic, whatever. I just like I just like massive, and I like making music with like that kind of songwriting. But that's not the only thing I do because the next sound. Is there anything that's easier to achieve in massive than Serum 2? Yeah. Any sound that sounds like massive is easier to achieve in massive. Like the whole like sample and hold, like any um actually like any of these kind of sounds. Not that one. All those uh like the kind of modern talking-y bit crush. Like this kind of sound. Any of that kind of stuff is easier to achieve in massive than Serum 2 because it's like that's what massive sounds like. Um what do you mean voice to mix and growl transition? Like do you mean like the vocal chops mixed with the growls? I can like kind of get what you mean. That's your yeah, I just made a bunch of massive presets. I am gonna probably put these out soon. The good ones. Some of them are not that good, but uh there will be a way to get these. Oh, just like the way I like mix. Yeah, I do have a lot of like when the growls are playing, it's not just basses. It's like I like have the growl, the basses, and the. I don't have a Discord server at the moment. I don't plan on making one. I don't really, I don't really have time for all that. But I don't know. Who knows? If I could make one without it being super annoying process and like wouldn't just die in like 2 weeks and like yeah, I just don't really see much point in making a Discord server right now, I guess. Maybe at some point. Maybe when I'm like way bigger. Who knows? I'll see. Yeah, the vocal mixing and like I do have like I know in CJ Snipers I did have a lot of like the different the like the basses and the vocals and the leads and stuff would just like all play together a lot of the time. That's why the song took so long to mix because I was like trying to have all those play and not just be like a massive sound. I'm not picky on the mix. I was explaining this earlier, but I lucky don't know how to mix like technically. Like on a technical level, I have no clue what I'm doing. I mix off of like vibes. Like I just like do whatever with it until it sounds cool. Um, I don't know what strudel coding music is. I don't know what that is. Uh, yeah, whatever sounds cool is what I do. I don't know what lufs are. I don't know what decibels are. I don't know what like if I like open a oh yeah, the snippet. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. I will show some of the song, but not with the vocals because don't have the finished vocals yet. Most of the next song is like with vocals. Like the only parts that don't have vocals are the drops. It is mainly a vocal song. It's also not dubstep and it's not electro house or no, you're good. Just I didn't need to remember that. I don't know, advice for processing vocals for dubstep. Honestly, my advice is be better at songwriting with the vocals and stuff rather than I mean if you're talking about vocal chops, Um, People have asked me a couple times what the vocal chops on CJ Sniper. I'll talk about processing, like actual just mixing vocals after this. People have asked me what the processing on the vocal chops in CJ Snipers is. There's really none. I just like the reason they sound good is because I like songwriting, not because of like the processing I used or why is this not why is the FLP broken? I think does anyone have an explanation for this? I can't like scroll or anything. Hold on. Uh Technical difficulties. Let me reopen it. Let's try again. Okay, this happened last time I opened this FLP, so I'm hoping it's not like corrupted. It's okay because I have backups, but the last backup is like from quite a while ago. Um, did I just open? I just opened the wrong FLP. What the hell? Um, yeah, okay. Processing. Yeah, the CJ Sniper's vocal chops are mostly just like very simple processing. They're just like EQ and stuff. But oh no, my FL is like cooked. Hold on, I'm starting again. Yeah, I just crashed. 1 second. Okay, if this still doesn't work, I'm opening an old version of it. Oh yeah, I haven't used Twitter in like 2 years because my account was so dead. Um, and I got bored of using it. Um, yeah, I'm just like only really on Instagram. Uh, yeah, I used to use both, but not anymore. And then for processing the main vocals on CJ Snipers, I used CLA Vocals is really good. Um, why is this FLP like fully cooked? Wait, okay, that's new. It didn't do that before. I don't know. I really don't know. I I mean it plays. I just can't use the playlist. This is not good news for this song ever getting finished. Uh don't worry, this song won't get finished, but I wanna fix it. Uh do I need to go to like one of my backups? What did I do? What did I do in this situation? Okay, now this whoa. It's just playing things. How do I did what is going on? Also, this FLP just put my monitor into HDR. Okay. Uh, I might need to like. Oh yeah, like what's happened to the settings menu? Even the settings menu is like freaking out. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Why does it say channels up here at the top? Like on this gray bit. Okay, I'm going to an older version. Uh, because it's just breaking. I have this version. But I think this is like a lot older. This is definitely a lot older. I'm gonna have to like no, I would restart my PC, but I tried opening this FLP like 2 days ago, and it did that as well. I'm gonna have to like troubleshoot the FLP, I think. It also just said that I was missing a plugin that I absolutely have, so yeah, I'm like I'm able to use both, but I still think Ableton looks like math to me. But I was lucky that I learned Ableton like when I was a kid at the same time I learned FL. So neither of them are confusing to me, but I'm comfortable with FL. Hi Mackenzie. Okay, hold on. Let me restart again. Because I need this FLP to work. Vocal decks in Ableton? I have no idea. I think you used to be able to at one point, but I don't think you can anymore. I think they patched it. Okay, I might have like I do have a version that you can listen to, but it has the vocals on it. So like I'm gonna skip the parts of the vocals. I'm just gonna play the drop. That's what I'm gonna do. Did you learn to DJ like Skrillex? I don't know. I mean, I can DJ. Yeah. You used to be able to run it like FL plugins in other DAWs like before FL Studio 20 or something like that, and then they like removed it. I do remember seeing Virtual Riot running Vocodex in Cubase, but that was like 2015. Okay. I'm just gonna play like the drop. Nothing else. Or what we have right now. And then that's the first drop. The second drop right now is basically the same as the first drop. How this part is cool. Anyway, yeah, that song will be finished if I can fix the FLP for starters. It's definitely something to do with a plugin. I've had it happen before, but yeah, that's the next song. Is there any more of it I can show? That's got vocals. I can't show that. There's like the second drop. Very similar to the first drop though at the moment. I have like a cool card at the end. Yeah, that's where we're going right now anyway. It's definitely very different from the other two songs I've dropped so far. It's not. Cause like, I don't just make 2012 music. I make like whatever I want, so yeah. The next song is not 2012 music. But maybe the one after that will be. I don't want to make 2012 music in general. I want to make 2025 music, 2026 music, I guess. Yeah, album coming next week. Album coming next year. Album coming in 2026. I'm working on it. But like, I'm working on it one song at a time, like crazy slow, so I don't know how long it'll take. We'll see. Currently I have, let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. 2 of them finished. Those are Prone Hammer and CJ Snipers. And then an interludes. So yeah, 2 finished songs, 3 unfinished songs, and an unfinished interlude. That's what the album is right now. But it's gonna be an album. I've just got to sit down and make it. I'll troubleshoot that FLP tomorrow. 50 hours is how long. Wait, why is the chat not showing up on my stream? I just realized. Hold on. I just fixed that. Like an hour and a half into the stream. Whatever. Yeah, CJ Snipers took an hour and a half. No, wait. CJ Snipers took 50 hours. It didn't take an hour and a half. Yeah. Mackenzie, I'm gonna make you a mod. I just realized you're not a mod. Hold on. I almost banned you. How do I mod you? There we go. Now you're a mod. I think you're a mod. Yeah. I nearly did. Yeah, that song did not take an hour and a half. I could show some other sound design stuff. Here's a beat with some sound design in it. This is not EDM. I just make beats as well. This is me and Songbirds. Yeah, I'm gonna show that. It's a flip. Okay, you get the gist of it. So the synth is for the samples. Okay, also the one about the PC. This is a super lightweight project file. Like, okay, my PC is very powerful, but like most of this is audio. Like, I think most PCs could run this. It's just like loud audio. So, oh yeah, so like for samples, I don't know. I just like go through my folders and I just like spam sounds and then sometimes they sound cool and then if they don't sound cool, I just take them out. Okay, the synth is 3 synths. Oh, so there's this sine wave. It's this one, which is, oh my god, what? What do I do in this, like, okay, whatever. It's my GPU, I think. I'll just deal with it. It's a flip, hold on, I cannot, okay, there we go. It's, this flip sample, pitch down 2 in the spectral oscillator. And this one in the spectral oscillator, pitch down 1. They have a filter on them. This LFO1 is going to the level of oscillator 2 on the sample and hold hertz smooth all the way up 3. And then LFO2 is the same mode but slower and it's going to, what's it going to? The main tuning, so it's like slightly vibratoed. The second one is a variation of that, but different sample. And then they both are being distorted by this deep sine wave, but you can't hear the deep sine wave because I cut the bass out of the bus that they're all going into. They're going into this bus with an EQ, distortion, more distortion, EQ. This EQ is cutting the sides, like the low end out of the sides. Soft clipper, EQ to cut out the low end completely, and then this for when the 808's not playing. And then they also have this atmosphere playing with them, and this, wait, they have this playing with them? They have this that I made. Which is being super distorted. It's just like background texture. And then they all go together like this. That's some interesting sound design stuff. Thinking what else to show. I think if I don't have too much else to show, if no one, there's nothing specific anyone wants to see, because I've done a grow, I've mastered and massive. If there's nothing specific anyone wants to see, I'll just answer some questions and then probably wrap the stream up because I'm not sure what else to show at the moment. But yeah, if you want to ask anything or you want to see anything, then that is your time. I'll stay on for a little bit to do that. Also, whoever put my last stream on YouTube, if you're in this right now, I don't know if you are, if you can do that with the stream as well, because I think Twitch deletes the VODs after a bit, and also they might snipe me because of the copyrighted music. What's up? Promo tactics? No. Honestly, promoting your music is like a humiliation ritual. I don't even want to think about doing it. So I just like I literally just spat out some videos that took me like 3 minutes to make on Windows Movie Maker, and I was like, that's my promo, I don't care, and I just posted them at like 4 a.m. because if you think about promo any more than that, it's just depressing. I don't want to do that. Okay, when you see me making a track and replacing things like chops or someone saying something on a video game, uh, I just because like I have so many little samples in my song, but also my song only has 30 something. Like CJ Snipers has what? Let me see. Well, it doesn't have like 10 million streams. It has like 50K or something. So that's how I get away with it. Cause like I sampled like Overwatch in that. I sampled Paramore. Haley Williams and Blizzard have not heard CJ Snipers, and if either of them did, I don't know if they'd even care. So yeah, there's not some like crazy detection thing that picks up that I sampled Overwatch and CJ Snipers or anything. Um, or sampled like WarioWare and Ponehammer. Um, and then if the song gets big enough that something actually happens, then like cross that bridge when you get to it. But you're not getting struck down for a song that has like 100K plays. Just make music, to be honest. Yeah, come strike my song down, Blizzard. If Blizzard have issues with me using those like 3 Overwatch samples, they're gonna have to take down my entire music discography because that's like my tag and like everything I do at this point. And yeah, it's like for vocal chops, I guess it's like do you use Insta promote? What's that? I mean, like I post on Instagram, yeah. I know what you mean. Do you mean like the paid like promoted posts? Nah, I just posted some reels like at like 5 a.m. and then never thought about it again. I like okay, I did use the paid Instagram promo once when I was doing a concert and I was like the one that had to promote the concert and like everything last year in London. Um, I did pay for it then because I think like if it's a concert, it makes sense to do that. Um, yeah, but nah, I think it's probably a waste of money. Yeah. What do you think about using presets from other people? I do that all the time. That's fine. I just make music as long as it makes cool music. Who cares? Um, for like EDM stuff, like for like dubstep and stuff, I usually make most of the sounds myself, but that's just because I have fun doing that. I don't care if you want to use some virtual riot presets or something. Go ahead. I have like sometimes I've like dragged splice sounds in or something into songs. As long as the end product is like a cool song, I actually could not care less how you make it as long as it's not like AI. Yeah. For soft sounds, I like I've made a bunch of them in Serum that are like soft. Let me leak some of my ones that are coming out actually. I am working on more Serum patches. Um, the Arturia, um, like analog synths are really nice. I like using them for soft sounds, but then I make a bunch of them in Serum. We got that one. We got that. We got hmm, this one. Got there's one I'm trying to find. This one. This one sounds like Minecraft to me, which wasn't like super intentional, but I just made it and then I was like, damn, this sounds like Minecraft. I just started playing, but dirtbags to go. Shout out dirtbag. Anyway, yeah, there's that one as well. These are some of the new ones that I'm dropping are very, very complicated serum patches. A lot more than my first bank. So yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to say much more about it at the moment. I'm honestly not sure on the like the specifics of that, but there will be more serum sounds coming. But yeah, it's a bit more complicated this time, so just know that they will be coming. What else is cool in here? This is a cool one. I'm just playing like one note on this. I just have like this crazy one note patch. Or like one note at a time. Okay, there's like 15 people in this chat, so yeah, I can probably say I'm doing a second one. I think I'm allowed to say it. I just don't think I'm allowed to like post it, but yeah, I'm doing a second one. Oh no though. I was about to say this one's like very Yuminaki-ish. Yeah. Specifically, there's like a world in Yumetiki that has music very like this patch, I think. There's like these kind of things in this pack. Which are kind of weirder ones. Like the leads. That. What's this? Oh yeah, there's almost like the nice analog sounds in it. Oh. There's actually just like whatever in here. I didn't really. be accessible in the first half of next year, probably. I probably shouldn't show all of them yet. Okay, I'm gonna be on here for 10 more minutes, and then I'll go off. How many? I don't know. Like, more than 10, less than 16, maybe. That sounds like a good length. I'm taking a while on it though, because I don't want it to just be like a bunch of cool songs. I want to like think about it and like have some sort of actual like cohesiveness to it. I don't want it to just be like a EDM album, like a typical EDM album, which like sounds like a kind of pretentious thing to say, but I guess I just want to like have more than just EDM on it, not just be like, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I want it to be a very interesting album. That's what I just want it to be interesting. I want it to have like substance, so I'm spending time on it. Because I want to actually say something with it. I don't want to just be like, here's some cool songs. I'm thinking of like what I'm gonna do on it a lot. Although the main focus of it will of course be EDM or like dance music. But yeah. Not in like a like 2014 pretentious world's era Porter Robinson way where I'm like, I'm better than EDM. I hate EDM. Just in like a not like that. More just like I want to have the album be interesting. That's all. In more ways than just production. I'm gonna get a bunch of vocal like artists. I'm just gonna get a bunch of artists as well from like completely outside of EDM on it. I don't think I'll have like any really EDM features on it. Like I won't have any songs that are a collab with another EDM producer. I'm gonna have a lot of songs with other people, but they're all gonna be non-EDM people. Besides, like, there's like one or two I'd work with that I think would fit on it, but not really that many. That's counting producers as well, not just vocal people. Transitions, yeah. I want to have some of that on the album. I don't think I'll do it for every song, but definitely some of it. I have plans for that, yes. Already. Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna be one genre. When I say it's not gonna be one genre, I don't just mean like it's not just gonna be dubstep or it's not just gonna be house. I mean like it's also just not just all gonna be EDM. Like it will mostly, but I make so much more than just EDM. Like I make like one EDM song every 2 months, and I make like 200 FLPs every 2 months or something. Not that much. That's an exaggeration, but like I do a lot of different things, so I want the album to actually showcase that and not just be like all EDM. But I also don't want it to just be um like too all over the place, like chaotic, because there's a chance it could just be like that too, and I don't want that. So yeah, I'll find like a balance. But I do think if you want an album of like just dubstep and like Skrillex sounding music, you will be disappointed, but there will be a lot of that essence in it. What's up with the name? Like hallow? Or what? What do you mean? Like where did I get my name? I had to pick a name like really fast because a song was about to drop and I was playing Terraria at the time and I just like looked at the screen and it said hallow and I was like, hallow, I guess. And then I just rolled with it. And then, yeah. That was 5 years ago. That was 2020. But I'd been making music for 5 years before that. I just went under a bunch of different names, or no names at all, because I wasn't like putting any of it out to the public. That is the story of how I got my name. It was super last minute. I was just like, um, let me change my FL to like the background so it's a bit more visually stimulating. It was super last minute. I was literally just um, like it was like 5 minutes before something dropped, and they're like, "Well, you don't have a producer name. Can you please pick something?" I don't even remember what song it was. I don't think the song's out anywhere. Um, but I needed something, and I was like, I don't know. The Hallow. There was like 14 names I had before that, but like nothing ever got actually shown to the world under those names. I just like would change my Instagram at to it for like 2 weeks and be like, I'm gonna start music under this name, and then never do it. I had to like force myself to settle on Hallow because I am bad at naming things. Why are like the follows not showing up either? Okay, now they are. 5 more minutes, then I'll go off. I'll answer like 2 or 3 more questions if anyone has any. Otherwise, I will just end the stream in 5 minutes. In my Instagram bio, there is a serum bank on my track train in my bio, and serum 2 bank, and there is my Splice moment kit, which isn't in my bio, but it's on Splice. Uh, well, when the stream ends, the VOD will just be on my Twitch page, and there's some guy that re-uploaded the CJ Snipers VOD, so they might upload this one too. Yeah, it's about to end, but it's fine. I'm just like answering some questions before I finish the stream, so if you do want to see me like do something before the stream ends, since you're like late, I can. There's not like a reason I'm ending the stream super like at this time. I was just like there's nothing left to do, so I might as well. But if you like have a request or anything before I end the stream, go ahead. Show something non-EDM? Yeah, I showed a beat a minute ago, but I chose something else. Most of the day, what I just make is like beats. Wait, I'm like leaking a bunch of stuff here. I'll not show the one I just made. Uh, Here's another beat. Hoping this loads. If you want to hear a bunch of non-EDM stuff I've made as well, listen to like most, like not most, but like a lot of Juno's discography because like a lot of his songs are produced by me. Most of his biggest ones are. Um, that's my goat. Shout out Juno. How do I make them not sound repetitive though? I don't know. I just freestyle it. Here's a beat. This is me, Northern Sense. and Violet.
Don't worry, you got a long life ahead of you.
Oh, and Era as well. Era. On this specifically, there's my master. Sometimes I have more, but I just do it like on a FLP by FLP basis. Anyway, yeah, that's most of that. Yeah, sometimes I'll put like what I put my master often in like dance music. What do you recommend mixing? I'm not the right person to ask for this because I was saying this earlier. I know you joined late. I have like a whole talk about mixing earlier, and that sample's like my tag. That's from Overwatch. Um. Uh. Yeah. So basically, I don't know how to mix in like a technical level. I just know it like on like a what sounds good level. So I just like play with stuff until it sounds right, and I do it completely off of just like vibes. I don't really. Okay, I do know to an extent, but I don't think I'm like I don't think I could like explain to someone else how to mix. I know like random little things I've picked up over the years, and then I know what sounds nice to me, but I don't understand a lot of the very technical mixing stuff. I learned to mix like a completely different way, which is that I just like taught myself off of like not no, I didn't watch any YouTube videos or anything really about mixing or anything like that. I just like actually did it off of pure vibes and no, yeah, nothing else really. There's a messed up drum pattern. This is my tag. It is from Overwatch.
I'm gonna mess you
It's the messed up drum pattern. Favorite games and movies that you can recommend? I don't know. I low-key don't watch that many movies. Uh, my list of like favorite games is like really boring and basic. It's just like, I don't know. Like the same as everybody else's list. I don't really have any niche ones. I guess Yume Nikki and like Yume Tuki and any of those kind of games. That's like I really like those ones. I guess those are a bit more like an interesting pick that like not everyone on Earth has played. Um, but there's also a good reason not everyone on Earth has played them because they're a little bit hard to get into. I'm trying to think of others. Yeah, I like. If I was to list off my favorite games list, it would be like the most uninteresting, like it's like Minecraft, Undertale, like I don't know. I like Terraria, of course, because I named myself after that. Uh, I like I like Overwatch. I like uh Amori's cool. Like, yeah, it's not a very interesting list. It's like a very standard online person list, like Valve games. Um, what do you listen to? I listen to too much music. Like, I I listen to. Okay, I've had my Spotify account. This is like freaked some people out when I've told them this. I've had my Spotify account since January 2024. So like coming up on 2 years now, and I have 10,042 like songs already. Um, I listen to a very, 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 very large range of music because I just kind of spend a lot of the day on Spotify looking at music. I like a lot of niche games. I just don't know if there's any that would be in like my top, top 10 um like list. I've played a very large amount of games. I love playing games, but yeah, it takes a lot for a game to make it into my like favorite games list. Oh yeah, back to what I listen to. Specifically, what music I actually listen to is like a really difficult question because like yeah, I have 10,000 like songs. Um, I honestly don't listen to a whole lot of EDM. Like, okay, that's not true. I do definitely, but I think people would be surprised at how much of the music I listen to is EDM versus the fact that I have released two EDM songs. I would say about like okay, I would say EDM is my favorite genre of music or like electronic and like dance and stuff is probably my favorite genre of music, but I probably like out of those 10,000 like songs I have, about 15% of them are EDM songs because I kind of am like an outsider to EDM, I guess, even though I like grew up with it and I like make it and it's like my favorite genre. I feel like I'm not like super immersed in EDM culture at all. I like live outside of it, so I don't listen to a whole lot of EDM. I do listen to like the artists that I've really liked for like ever, but I'm not like a like I think it's like about 20% of the music I like have liked maybe is like EDM, but like 20% is another genre, 20% is another genre, 20% is another genre. So it's like it's I don't know what Midnight Tyrannosaurus is. Um Let me see. I wanna like is there a way I can like sort of like view my Spotify by like genre or something? Like I can see like a pie chart. Stats for Spotify. This. Oh yeah, but these like charts like suck because it's like Spotify's charts. Okay, it says cloud rap, EDM, dubstep, glitch, electronic, art, pop. Okay, they're just putting whatever in here. I don't even like I'm not taking the Spotify genre chart as like a good yeah, I do. I just listen to Blade. That's my goat. Blade just called me. He said he's getting on the album. No, he's not. Yeah, that's what I do. That's literally what I do. I like I think also it's the fact that because I started actually making EDM, I like I don't know. If I'm trying to get inspired to make EDM, the worst thing I could ever do is listen to EDM, basically. When I was making CGI snipers, I can't speak, CGI snipers, uh I listened to basically zero EDM for that entire 2 weeks. I had Skrillex write in as like a reference track for mixing. and then I just listen to no EDM because um because otherwise it was just gonna sound boring and basic. Yeah, I listen to um oh yeah, I put the very early version of CJ Sniper's. Oh wait, I mean like yeah, exactly. The echo chamber thing's really true. I think that's why I think that's why I like the fact that I listen to such a wide variety of music, because it's like otherwise I would become very stuck making the one thing. The very early version of CJ Snipers is all out of key now because like the patterns got. I did show it on the CJ Snipers stream, but it doesn't sound the way it used to anymore. But yeah, it's like yeah, when I was making CJ Snipers, I listened to like what was I listening to? I remember I was listening to Paramore because that was where I got the idea for the vocal chop. And then I was listening to a bunch of Vocaloid music actually. Um I was listening to not Paranil, Paramore, but Paranil also goes very hard. I like oh wait. Oh, you're just because you were talking about you guys. Yeah, I like Paranil. Paranil is awesome. Um me think. What else was I listening to? I was listening to like I had this playlist when I was making CJ Snipers and it had like four songs and it was like the Paramore song that I used for the vocal chops, Future March Madness, uh Skrillex Right In, and an SDRL song. Or Sorrel, or however you say it. I've always said SDRL, but yeah, it's like that. It's like that kind of thing. That's what I like. That's what I do. And I was gonna make the playlist bigger, but then I didn't. And then I deleted the playlist because it had four songs and it was kind of pointless. There was another inspiration playlist for CJ Snipers. I often make those like mood boards basically when I'm making a song. Uh, okay, I found the CJ Snipers one. It was some Skrillex songs. This is the second CJ Snipers one because there was that first one that had Future in it. That I deleted because it only had four songs and I never sent it to anyone. There was the second one that had four Skrillex songs. Then it had Killing It by Cruella, and then it had 1 Minute by Cruella, and then it had iPod Touch by Nina Girachi for some reason. And then it had Two Phones by Kevin Gaze, and then it had Closing In by Imogen Heap. Uh, and like, okay, I did in 2019, I think. Um, I made a, I like did my research on that stuff pretty quick though, and I was like, wait, hell no. Um, I do like making jungle, like actual like jungle. I'm not like tapped in with the breakcore scene, but I do like making jungle. I've done a lot of that, or not a lot of it, but I do it sometimes. But I did make one. The one that I made was just jungle, but everyone was calling it breakcore back then, because like no one knew anything. And um, but yeah, the quotation marks breakcore thing that I made in 2019 was actually just jungle. There was no. Yeah, I mean like to be honest, like I'm not super into like actual breakcore. I like understand it. I'm just not super tapped in with it really. Like the with all the like I don't just mean like jungle with like an anime girl on it. I mean like when they like the actual like breakcore stuff with like I don't know, like gabber kicks and like the super crazy breaks. Um, like I've not really looked into that scene of things very much, but I do like jungle. Okay, I like let the stream go on for like longer than I meant to, so I'm probably gonna end it now. I like keep forgetting. Um, I am going to finish up here. I was like 15 minutes ago, I was like, I'm gonna answer 3 more questions in like 5 minutes. I did not do that. Okay. Bye bye. Whoever posts these VODs, uh if they're watching this, if you could post it. Otherwise, yeah. Why does it say Mackenzie's not modded? Whatever.